morning to all our friends in the environmental network and the broader women's movement. I would like to share with you my advocacy for women's empowerment and gender equality. As a teacher here in UP Cebu, I am part of the program that aims at achieving Millennium Development Goal number 3, which is promoting gender equality and women empowerment. Gender is a very important issue that confronts people throughout the world. Not all women and not all people are enjoying fairness, are enjoying equality, are enjoying empowerment. That a significant number of the population are suffering from marginalization and oppression, and these are women. So based on our statistics, we learned that women comprise the poorest of the world's poor. 2/3 of the world's poor are women. So, kita nimo nga issue gid siya. Ikaduha sa Pilipinas, makita nato nga bisag dako na kayo ang atong nakabot nga kalambuan, a significant number of our women are still marginalized and oppressed. One of our programs in the school is what we call OWA's, Office of Anti-Sexual Harassment, where we educate our students about laws on sexual harassment and to make our campus gender fair and violence. Outside of the campus, I am very active in the Women's Network and through the Sidlak, which is the Gender Resource Center 7, hosted by UP Cebu. We continue with our links with the academe, with non-government organizations, with the local government units, with various commissions and governmental bodies, so that they will implement the gender-responsive programs mandated globally as well as nationally. So through the Sidlak GRC7, we conduct capacity building, so our people in government would know how to integrate gender in their programs and projects and activities, are conscious of their rights, their responsibilities, and a need for justice, for development, peace, and equity throughout the world. Murag taas kayo ang among ginahimo, and hopefully we have been doing this many years ago. Murag natigulang na ko aning advocacy for gender equality and women empowerment, and it's actually part of my commitment, which dates back to the 1970s when I was involved in the youth movement for nationalism and democracy in our country. And having been imprisoned for a short time during martial law years, I see the value of really fighting for human rights and the need to connect with people so that we cannot concretize the human rights in the laws without empowering people and educating people about their rights. So that was the beginning of my advocacy on human rights, and I went particularly into advocacy for women's rights as human rights beginning in 1990s after the UN conference on women, starting in 75 and in 1995 in Beijing, China, where the UN platform of women was adopted throughout the world. After the adoption of the UN platform of action for women, the women's movement in the Philippines has seen the need to further push the women's agenda into various critical areas of concern, like women in poverty, women in education, women in the environment, women in human rights, women in violence, women and girl children, women in mass media. So there are so many areas that have to be worked on. And so we need the younger generation. We need more people to be committed towards gender equality and women empowerment. And we also have to address the issue of disaster and climate change, which is a very critical issue embodied in the UN Platform Action for Women. So on this occasion, Earth Day, I think we have to reflect some more on the need to address a lot of gender issues and connect with broader issues that confront our lives. Thank you very much.